Another reason meditation is such a big, attraction in one sense is people think that meditation makes you happy. It induces a state of happiness. This is again a misconception. Now, I know I'm kind of pushing meditation to such a corner where you don't even want to think about it, but I'll come back to it. Meditation can give you something that you cannot even imagine, you cannot even conceptualize. I'll come to that. So, happiness. What is happiness? Happiness is a state of mind where your mind is experiencing something based on its expectation. So, for example, if you have been expecting something to happen, something nice to happen, to meet a nice person, or to travel to a different place, or to have a nice meal, if that happens, that is happiness. If it doesn't happen, then it's pain and misery. So happiness can stem only from two sources. One is either your expectation being met or your expectation being exceeded. These are the only two possibilities in which happiness happens. And that is why nobody can induce a state of happiness inside you unless you already possess the necessary ingredients to cook happiness. Nobody can put that inside you. So by the very process of taking birth, by the very process of growing up, by the very process of living in the society, your mind has beautifully adjusted itself to this pattern of happiness and sadness, to this pattern of excitement and boredom. You cannot break away from this pattern. And trying to break this pattern is trying to break life itself. And trying to choose one thing over another makes you sad and miserable. Just the very desire to cling to happiness will make you miserable. So you sit in meditation, you practice for a few days, for a few months, and then you tend to think that you are a happy person now. And for some reason you are stricken by grief. You have to witness an incident that you didn't want to see, or you've been subjected to some kind of pain. Immediately you'll blame it on meditation. Meditation is not working for me. I've spent so much time and I'm still in pain, I'm still in sadness. This is one of the reasons why a lot of people give up on meditation after practicing it for a few months. Because again, meditation doesn't induce a state of happiness. Happiness is a very simple thing. If you're sad, if you're miserable, if you're feeling bored, just get out of that context and that is happiness. Imagine if you're at work, you're absolutely stressed and you want a breathing space. You want to just be happy. You don't sit and meditate there to become happy. You just step out of that place, take a walk in the nature, drink a cup of coffee, watch a movie. You're happy. Happiness is a very flimsy, momentary thing. Meditation is not concerned about happiness. And also, you cannot hold on to happiness forever. Because happiness is a momentum, it's a force. When it touches you, you are moved by it. And when it doesn't touch you, no matter what you try, you cannot become happy. Because happiness and sadness are states of the mind, not the states of your being. And meditation is only concerned with your being. It's not concerned with your mind. If you can move away from all these misconceptions and look at meditation as a process of understanding, as a process of knowing, as a process of observing what is happening in your inner world, then meditation becomes a marvelous phenomenon. And then you can actually see the progress of meditation almost on a daily basis. So, but the moment you put these unreasonable conditions on meditation, that okay, I'm meditating now, I need to be happy all the time, I'm meditating now, I should not get angry ever, then you will be disappointed. See, even an adult, when he is walking, there is a possibility that he can trip and fall. Just because that possibility is there doesn't mean that he doesn't know how to walk. It's the same with meditation. Meditation will induce a beautiful state inside your being, but doesn't mean that you will never get angry or never get frustrated, because certain situations beyond your control can make you angry, can make you frustrated, but you will not be in that state forever. And at the same time, you will not be contemplating on that act of falling down. You will simply pick yourself up and you will move on. And that's the difference between knowing how to walk and not knowing how to walk. If you don't know how to walk, you're tripping and falling all the time. Now that is how the normal state of the mind is. The mind doesn't know how to move forward without falling down. In fact, the whole process of movement is to take one step, fall down, and again get up, and in that process you've moved one step ahead. And that is how the mind moves. Meditation teaches you how to walk. At the same time, it doesn't remove the possibility of tripping. That's why a person who spends a lot of time meditating, most of the time, they are able to control their emotions, control their thought process. More than control, they are absolutely at home with their emotions and thought process. They're so comfortable being who they are that the disturbance that they experience is only momentary. It just comes and goes. Now, if meditation can put you in such a state where most of the time you're peaceful, you're relaxed, and you have answers to your questions, and sometimes you're frustrated and worried, then that is the best thing that can happen. Then it means that meditation has not forced you into anything. It has given you all the freedom to experience your inner bliss. At the same time, it has given you the freedom to be frustrated. Meditation is absolute freedom to be who you are, to be whatever you want to be. So meditation doesn't go and change your thought process. It is not interested in that. Meditation is interested in just illuminating that thought process.